My mother-in-law has been trying to turn my children against me with subtle manipulation. Today, my youngest son repeated something she said that made me realize how far she's willing to go. For months, I noticed little things. My 8-year-old son Tyler would come home from visiting grandma and ask questions like, "Why don't you cook like grandma does?" Or grandma says, "You're always too busy for us." At first, I brushed it off. Kids say weird stuff, right? But then Tyler started saying things that didn't sound like him at all. "Maybe daddy would be happier with someone who makes better dinners," he said one night while I was heating up frozen pizza after working late. I asked where he heard that, but he just shrugged and said he thought it himself. My mother-in-law Janet has always been sweet to my face. She brings the kids cookies, takes them to the park, offers to babysit whenever we need it. But I started noticing how she'd make little comments. "Oh, you're ordering takeout again? I used to cook fresh meals every night when my son was growing up." Or, "The kids look so tired lately. Are they getting enough attention at home?" Last week, Tyler came home from spending the day at Janet's house and asked if I was going to leave like his friend Emma's mom did. Grandma says sometimes moms get tired of being moms and they find new families. My blood ran cold. Emma's parents got divorced last year, but Tyler barely knew her. I called my husband immediately. He laughed it off. "Mom's just worried about the kids. You're being paranoid." But I wasn't paranoid. I was paying attention. Yesterday was the breaking point. Tyler was playing with his action figures in the living room when he looked up at me and said, "Grandma says if you really loved us, you'd try harder to make daddy happy. She says daddy looked sad when you forgot to pack his lunch last week." I had been sick with the flu that week. I could barely get out of bed, let alone make lunch. But Janet twisted it into proof that I didn't care enough about my family. I knelt down next to Tyler and asked him to repeat exactly what Grandma had told him, word for word. He recited it like he was reading from a script. "She said some mommies don't know how to love their families the right way, and that makes daddies very sad. She said if you practiced more, maybe you could learn." That's when I realized Janet wasn't just undermining me. She was actively teaching my children that I was failing as a mother. She was planting seeds of doubt in their minds about whether I loved them. I recorded Tyler repeating what Janet had said. Then I called my husband at work. "We need to talk tonight. It's about your mother." When he got home, I played the recording. His face went white. "She said all that to Tyler?" "Every visit, apparently. She's been working on them for months." I showed him my notes, all the weird comments the kids had made, all the questions about why I wasn't like grandma. That night, we sat the kids down and explained that sometimes grown-ups say things that aren't fair or true. We told them that families show love in different ways, and that working late or ordering pizza doesn't mean mommy loves them any less. The next day, my husband called Janet. "The kids won't be visiting you alone anymore. If you want to see them, it'll be here, with us present." She played innocent at first. "I don't know what you're talking about. I would never say anything bad about your wife." But when he quoted Tyler's exact words, she got defensive. "I'm just trying to help those children understand what a real family looks like, by telling them their mother doesn't love them enough." There was silence on the other end. Then she hung up. Later that evening, Tyler climbed into my lap while I was reading. "Mommy," he said quietly, "I don't think Grandma was telling the truth about you." "What do you think?" I asked. "I think you love us a lot, even when you're tired and we have pizza." He hugged me tight. "Grandma made me feel confused, but I'm not confused anymore." Janet hasn't called since. My husband blocked her number after she left 3 voicemails calling me manipulative for turning her grandchildren against her.